Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Nerds Human, and welcome back to our Rome Remastered Rebels campaign. And you join us here in northern Italy, where of course we're going to try and take on the Julii. At the moment, they are a bit scattered, and we're hopefully going to take advantage of that. Sadly, the Britons are mopping us up from the north, so we'll have to deal with them again later on. But if we can take out one of the Roman factions, you never know, we might get a little poke at Rome. Now, last time it was a bit of a cheesy affair. We kind of strolled our way into Carthage, leaving the faction leader outside, and this didn't happen in the original, so it's an interesting little touch. Probably not for the best with us though, because we'll probably be under attack very soon indeed. We could do though with using Carthage as a great launch pad to go and take Rome a little bit later. We can get ourselves some spies here, which is marvellous. And we also got things like the Longshield Cav, who are going to destroy some Roman infantry in the field if we get the chance to use them. So Carthage will be important, but yeah, we're going to have to hold on to it. There'll be a few suitors for that. Of course, we also took Tingi last time, which immediately got put back under siege. Don't know how we're going to deal with that one, but yes, the cheesing can only get us so far, sadly. Now, this episode is a day late, and that is in part because I've already recorded this episode, so apologies if I get very muddled at any point here today, but my recording got completely corrupted, and so I've had to go back to the old version of the file and try and replay it, but yes, I'm going to get very confused, so I apologise in advance. Nonetheless, we seem to be here with Army in Halicarnassus. We're going to have to head up north to deal with the Pontic chaps before they go and take out Pergamum. As you can see, out of money and there's no walls, so a few things need to be done. The first thing that really needs to be done, to be fair, is in the east, because we can go and smash down Antioch. And once we've done that, we'll at least have ourselves a big bag of money to go and deal with some of those other problems. We also have Damascus, of course. This one, we have ourselves a couple rams, so we've got quite a lot to do, actually, before we end the turn. And, of course, we can also focus over on northern Italy. So these chaps are going to get themselves into around about that position. That will be marvellous. We're going to get these chaps over here. We'll see if they... Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll put it under siege for now. We'll see if they poke us. They might well poke those reinforcements. That's probably for the best. And if they don't, then we will just give this guy a poke next turn. For the time being though, I'm probably just going to focus on this part of the world because it's all a little bit mad. We need to sally out of Jerusalem, we need to take Damascus, we need to take Antioch, and hopefully Sidon won't fall in the meantime. They might well get distracted. That's certainly what happened when I played this the first time. Oh god, I've kind of foreseen all of the plays, so maybe I would say maybe we can do it better, but it went very well last time, so I'm hoping I don't have a disaster on this occasion. Right, let's head into Antioch. There are elephants in here, but we do have about 5 units of archers, so it should just be a case of shooting them down, but who knows. We've also got a faction leader, so he could cause us some damage yet. As you might well imagine, we've got a couple of units of archers just shooting down the Greek cavalry. Hopefully the militia cavalry and the bodyguard will come along this way in time. Of course, we do have the gate being smashed down, so no issues with any of that. These guys will surely be shot down in time. With the archers leaving a scattering of bodies by the entrance, then it's time to send in the Eastern Infantry, who have actually managed to do a thing. They've taken on some Greek Cav and killed them, albeit there are only about 20 left at the time, but you know what, that's something, I suppose that's something. Let's get ourselves some new archers into the city. Let's get 3 more over here, post-haste. Marvellous. Great Cav are coming back for another charge, but I don't think it's going to end very well for them. They might well do a bit of damage, actually, as they charge us, because for some reason, they managed to make it all the way up to the units. But it doesn't look like we lost too many, actually. We are absolutely fine. With the trap set then, the militia cav are next to go down. We'll have them shot by the horse archers, hopefully pull them into something a little bit more meaningful. Seems like we're getting the general as well. Not ideal to get them both at once, but oh well. We'll shoot them down with the arrows as they approach. Speed this up a bit. Are they actually going to come in? Yeah, looks like they are actually. The bodyguard's coming in. Okay, you lads, you certainly, anyway, you at the front, get yourself onto guard mode. And my general is kind of slightly stuck there where he shouldn't be. Oh well, right, you get yourselves... Oh, they didn't really even manage to charge properly at all there, did they? No, they did not. Get into them, charge in, everyone pile in. Yes, that's what we want to see. Now, archers, as soon as you can shoot those militia cav, start shooting them. They will soon be in range. Now, you, sir, you get yourself around the back, They've actually they were a little bit more split up than when I originally did this battle, so we're not quite getting this around as well as we did originally, but it'll do. We've still got that. Yeah, he's routing. Down goes Antiochus. Hack him down. Yeah, there he goes. Antiochus is dead. Long live Antiochus. And with that, the militia cav will probably get shot down, but we'll just send our recent infantry charging in. There'll come a volley here. They will give up. There we go. They're now getting chased off. Fine. So we'll move ourselves forward. And position ourselves over here to shoot at the elephants. Bit of a mess on the edge of the plaza here as we take on the militia cavalry. Although the elephants are coming. The elephants aren't supposed to be coming. No, don't let the elephants come in. Right, all the archers in the world, please archers, just do your job. Just shoot them down, please. Oh, this isn't good. They're shaken. They're broken. Officially, victory is ours. Okay, these great heroes got themselves slaughtered, but it's fine. They've lost control of their elephants. Their king's dead, and we're going to let the elephants be free. Damn it. So let's just end the battle there. So, Captain... Heroic victory. I'll be honest, those elephants, if they didn't just leave the plaza and instantly break, I think they would somehow win that. But, oh well, the victory is ours. From one cheesy victory to a slightly cheesed end of a battle there at Antioch, but I'll very much take it. Exterminated the population whenever we get a chance to, because the game does seem to take its sweet, sweet time on this particular occasion. Right, so we've now got ourselves plenty of monies, and with that, we should probably have a bit of retraining going on here. So we're still Greek, are we? Yes, we're Greek enough. That's fine. So, yeah, get ourselves some militia hoplites, although some of the other cav wouldn't go amiss either, actually. I could do with some of that. So Antioch's going to be a good base for us, assuming we can hold on to it for a short amount of time. Over here, we let's get ourselves a new hoplite whilst they're coming in this direction. We'll also grab ourselves a wall. That's probably for the best. Oh yes, of course we've got the army there taking on the Greeks. Not sure how well that's due to go, because yeah, they do have a fair amount of units still, and there's a few over here. So we'll see how that goes in time. I probably do need to spend a bit of money on some extra troops in this part of the world, though. So we will actually don't get that. We can get proper hoplites, Thomas. Yeah, proper hoplites. Train those guys up. We should get a spy actually out here while we can get a spy. So we're going to get a couple of spies there. That'll be good for us going forward. Batavium, you know what? I wouldn't mind a hoplite, because if they're going to take us on, a hoplite might just make an interesting difference, you know. If they take more than a turn to take us on, that might just buy us as much time as we need. Now, Tingy, unless we get a random spawn, that's not going to happen. Dimity over here, do we have this ready to go? We do. Well, let's just auto-resolve this one. No need to worry about that. It's just a few random peasants in the middle of the desert, but it does give us a little top-up of the monies. And we'll just retrain that, get ourselves another javelinman, and see what the world brings us, because honestly, I don't really care about that. But we will rebuild the wall just to be safe. Carthage, of course, we do desperately need the money, so we will retrain what we can. We can also get the long shield cav here and the spies, and it's a long list of beautiful, beautiful units that I want. But I guess I get the long shield because I can't get any hoplites here. We've got the Carthaginian culture here, so cavalry it is. And otherwise, yeah, the money largely gone at this point. Oh yeah, we lost that, didn't we? Our boats over here. Oh yeah, the Amazonians are here. The Amazonians have arrived, and this guy just happens to be passing by as the boats appear. So those 120 peasants, only peasants, but we'll take what we can at the moment. Didn't remember seeing you guys last time. I completely missed you. What could we do with you? Well, we'll send you around here. Maybe the boat can pick you up a bit later. We might swing around if we get on well against the Pontic chaps. Now, where is our boat? It's just hiding right here. Halicarnassus, we could do with some more troops in this part of the world as well. So Sardis, certainly. Get yourself a couple units, and we'll do the same over there. Halicarnassus can only get peasants, but at the very least I could use those to garrison as we send the rest of our army out and about. So, into that boat, take them on, sink those chaps. Good, that's some more Greeks gone. We'll swing around, we'll take on those guys as well, and we'll land somewhere near Pergamum. That'll be absolutely marvellous. Okay then, next battle, into Damascus we go. This one should be simple enough. What have they got? A few hoplites, a few javelin cav. Fine, we've got the archers, we've got the range. Probably can't last that long in actual pitched combat, so we need to be a little bit careful. But yeah, keep our distance, we'll be fine. As you might imagine, we've immediately started showering them in arrows, and that's not going to end very well for these chaps. Now, militia cavalry back there, if you can hit those chaps, that would be ideal. But in general, let's get as many shots as we can on their infantry. Yeah, they're not liking that very much. You guys just get back here. Don't worry about following them around forever. But yeah, certainly, these guys are pretty much gone already, which is grand. So just stop bothering. No, wait, where are they going? What are they doing? I don't know. They're just trying to run into the towers desperately, I think. Anyway, we are absolutely fine. And yeah, this town should be simple enough, to be honest. We've got ourselves a beautiful shot at the plaza, should we need to get to that situation. So we'll just get ourselves a little bit closer, grab all of our infantry, drop the rams, and move on in. Interestingly, their militia cav isn't very interested in taking us on, so I guess we'll just continue to shoot them from over this building here. I feel like it should be too difficult, to be honest, but it doesn't really leave them with very much else. No flanking manoeuvres sneaking up on me as far as I can tell. All my other archers have arrived. How marvellous, they'll be knackered. But they have fresh arrows for the shooting. Oh yeah, there the other militia cav hiding around the side of that building. I was going to say finally we pulled them into an engagement, but weirdly my units have routed to them, which was surprising, seeing as there were only 29 of them left, but not that surprising, seeing as we are Eastern Infantry. So that was bizarre. Okay, well, you guys head around there. These guys just support, I suppose. Are we routing again? Wow, this is not the way the scripts are supposed to go. Okay, well, just start moving forward, I suppose. Other than that rather stupid escapade, this is largely a pretty uneventful battle, and to be honest, what's happening to my peasants? Oh, they're getting shot by the tower. I didn't realise that was happening. Also, what's happening now? Oh, we're being attacked by these guys again. I'm really not paying an awful lot of attention, to be honest. Dinner is in the oven, so I am potentially a little bit distracted by that. Yes, I've got lovely duck today. I'm very excited for that indeed. But this battle, slightly less excited at this point. It's just a game of who routs first, and surprisingly often it turns out to be us. This motley crew of Seleucid chaps are the only ones who seem to survive the arrow fire. But I suppose at this point it's time to charge on in. All men, get in there, take them down. A couple of our horse, a load of our horse archers got themselves killed. How have you managed that? Oh well, that does seem to be victory, if nothing else. Or is that just a timer? Have we won? Where's victory? Oh, there's just a bloke over there. Victory! Apparently it's an Armenian Parthene victory by Captain Megabus. Lovely. And with that victory, Captain Megabus has laid his claim on Damascus. I can see a load more Seleucids wandering over in the distance though, so we might have to take good old Cletus on in time. But for now, Damascus is ours, and we will... oh, we don't have a lot of money, do we? Not a huge amount. Oh no, it's more about people. Okay. In that case, then it's better to get one unit than it is to retrain all of them. I probably should have exterminated, to be honest. Oh well. On the plus side, at least Sidon, if it goes... well, I suspect these two want to pull together, but if it goes, then we've got plenty around here to deal with them. Although, not the worst idea in the world to head to Tarsus either. We've got a few more reinforcements over here, but they're just a small band of fairly nothings right now. But who knows, we could get some more stuff pop into existence before long. Petra, to be honest, though, does have itself Eastern Infantry capabilities, so we'll make use of that whilst we have the opportunity. Just having a little quick scout round for more units. I know you can click around on the bottom here with this sort of stuff, but yeah, I generally find, as the rebels, I just like to sort of have a quick scan. You can get a bit higher over the map on this occasion. Oh yeah, a Bericum. I remember that, and we have a ram ready. Okay, well, it's just battle after battle right now. Suffice to say, it is not a subtle approach here in York, but we are going to raise the rebel yell one more time and charge into the general, who, of course, not you, sir, not you. Yeah, you guys, you just hold back over here. So, with our little charge, they've taken notice at long last. Hopefully, we'll hack them down without too many problems. They are, of course, chariots, so a little bit unpredictable. But one thing is fairly predictable, and that's that the general is going to die. So, hopefully, with a big old surround of sorts, anytime you want to kind of sort, yeah, anytime you want to sort, anytime we want to get around them and kill them. Something along those lines anyway. Right, we've managed to clear them out once. We'll come back to the top up here and we'll do it again. Ah, he's slain. And that's perfect. We're not actually in position yet, but there we are. At least we've got him dealt with. They're broken, which is not ideal, but hey-ho. Guess that's just the way it goes a little bit. So the chariot's going to go and try and clear us up one more time. We're going to get around the back and hopefully do as much as we can to the warband. Another war cry then, and we're going to charge on in. And when I did this last time, the pathfinding was absolutely abysmal. Even though we're all the way over here, I'm going to try and get my men around the side, but they really, really struggle to get around the flanks here. They're determined, under all circumstances, to make this as awkward. Look, they're just piling in right in the centre. It's so annoying. They're still doing it. I know there is always a slight hill advantage on the plaza. But yeah, the lack of being able to get around them without a huge amount of faff is rather irritating, I must say. But oh well, let's just charge in, finish them off. In about 5 minutes' time, we might actually get into this battle, but at the moment we're just too busy tossing our men around at the... That was a terrible twist of phrase. Tossing our men off at the gate here, which is most unfortunate, but eventually we'll get into a battle, and it's going to be an awful tedious one. I've just remembered how this went the first time I recorded it, and yes, tedium getting out of the gate and some very odd pathfinding indeed. So hopefully at some point we'll actually get into this battle. We're just about ready to get on with our lives now. Ruddy Laura, that took absolutely forever. It's taken, yeah, just over 3 minutes to even get to this point. Right, into these chaps we go. Marvellous. We'll just send the Arab cav in to give them a little push in the right direction. Now we'll get our camel archers over here. And yeah, hopefully we'll just give them a good push. Ah, yes, I recall originally we didn't manage to kill this general because he just ran off. Must remember my archers, my cavalry archers are actually all on camel, so they're not that quick. So I must bear that in mind. Right, they're all shuffling around, which probably suggests that I need to get my archers and these chaps into a little group. Annoying that you can't lock the groups unless you unpause. That's also a little gripe of mine. I'm going to like proper gripe mode today. Arab cavalry are going to make a very quick poke and a very quick exit with any luck, because I really don't want these guys getting involved for too long. And my camels are going to shoot in at the general just to cause some problems. We're just trying to keep them dancing as long as possible. We're going to head over to these guys. Actually, no, deal with those bowmen. We've not really done enough to keep them difficulty. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, the cav are doing their job. No, get out of there! Get out of there, you madman! The Arab cav are very, very flimsy. They're nice for a little charge, but yes, they do fall apart very simply indeed. Okay, we're not really supposed to be taking on a phalanx, so if you guys can get around, that would be absolutely marvellous. Anytime, that would be grand. You guys go to fire arrows. We want to start playing with morale if and where possible. You guys, the camels are... Oh, they haven't actually done the job over there. That's not ideal. We don't really want to get losses in these particular chaps. They are now being dealt with. That is fine by me. Arab cav might as well just stay out of the way for the time being. Actually, come around the back. We might as well loop around and hopefully finish these guys off. Apparently they've broken, which is impressive. At the very least, we can take care of these guys. And... Oof. Yeah, actually, no, we'll be fine. We'll send them around there. Right, you guys, deal with them. Oh, those Bedouins are gone as well. That's not particularly great. You guys just pull out of there. Not enough death and violence happening for my liking. Death and violence! Thank you, please. Death and violence. So, as our camels flee out of this world, we're going to hit those bowmen. Right, this definitely not going as well as the original. I'm just going to keep on saying that throughout the episode. But that is very much the case here. Arab Cav are failing to clear off some skirmishes, which is not a great indictment, but it's very much the reality of what's going on. And I don't mind, you know what, if we actually end up clearing these guys out properly, but I don't think we're going to, are we? We're just going to fail endlessly to take these guys out. What have we got? They've all broken! Wow! If their general was clever, he'd go in and absolutely finish us off here, but he isn't. He's hanging around. So that does give us a little bit of a chance. The archers are just going to continue to shoot in to get these camels out here because we need anything we can get right now. On the plus side, we are eventually clearing out all of their light skirmisher units over in that part of the world. We'll get the camels in around the back. They'll be wavering. They're actually still steady. I don't think that should last very long. Come on. Come on. Are they? Yeah, they're broken. Good, 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 good. And with that, hopefully we're on to the next unit. Fine, it's been an absolute mess. Most people are still running. Their general's over here. He's still pretty much alive, which is a bit odd because I can actually see him there. He was very nicely camouflaged into the hill. And I'm not even sure that was a hill, but hey-ho. Right, we'll get on top of these guys, make sure they don't escape, and we'll bring them back around, hopefully, around about the time everyone else comes back into battle. Flaming arrows coming in at the general. He doesn't seem to want to react, which is probably just as well, to be honest. Looks like we're just about clearing out the skirmishes back there. Lovely stuff. Even spearmen are shaken. Hopefully we'll deal with them. Now, as I said, this is not going particularly well, but at the very least we seem to have destroyed their force here. Not sure how much retraining we're going to be able to do. You guys do that. Right, if he's going, we need all cav to make sure we catch him. Yeah, all cav, get there. I don't know what else there is. Do you have anything else that can catch them? No, it's all camels. Okay, well, we're just going to have our best shouts at hopefully taking him out over here. You guys, get on top. Well, all of our men broke as soon as they turned up to chase him down, which is a bit of a shame. We've lost way too much, and the general is getting away. I guess we might as well mop up all of the Egyptians left here today. This has not been a very good battle. Not sure it was all that heroic, but I guess the numbers still look fairly good in my favour. With that, the Egyptians have sodded off well and truly into the distance, and we might as well get some retraining done, if only on the Eastern Infantry, but that's all we can really manage right now. Yeah, I find the Bedouin archers on Camelback a little bit annoying. They're just not quick enough for my liking, but I guess beggars can't be choosers, eh? Right, time to have a little look around the map, make sure I haven't missed anything before we end our turn. It's been a long old beginning of a turn. The main theatre of war that I'm interested in, of course, is this one here, Ariminum. Rather unsurprisingly, we are under siege over in Abericum, but that does mean that Chester should be almost completely empty. So in we go onto the boats, around to the little bay over there, and yep, straight into the city. Now it's just the one unit, the general himself. That is marvellous. We'll just hold that one for now. And it brings us to a good opportunity here, because this guy is going to have us under siege for 4 turns. Now, I don't really want to kill this guy. Obviously, we're at the point with the Britons where we can gain some of their generals if we take all their cities. And that is very much what I'd like to do. There's one over here and one up here. Now, this is the Factionaire. He's got 6 influence. He's actually pretty darn good. I'd like him on my side. This guy's a bit younger. Although 3 influence, not too bad. Don't know too much about him at the moment. So if we can get those on our side, all the better. So what I want to do is I just want to hold him there at the town. Do I want to take all of that? I reckon 2 units will be plenty to just hold him off. We don't want him to die. We just want him to be busy. So we'll get that guy to move over here. Good old Captain Erratic. And he can join. Yeah, we'll just grab those peasants together. You hop on the boat. In fact, you know, no, just in case there's a random unit floating around, I won't send everyone. But there we are. We've got a force over there. You join in. And you also head around. So we're going to have a few units. A lot of peasants, but potentially enough to gain us the victory we need. Dev over here will easily fall, so there's no worry about that. We'll just have to see what that guy on the watchtower over there does to deal with us. Now, it's been a bit of an eventful end turn. Carthage under siege. Not by Carthage, interestingly, but by the Numidians. Looks like a fairly basic force. We'll definitely be sallying forth to them. Probably like with Devet, we'll just make quick work of that a bit later. Probably off screen because it doesn't look like we're going to have to do too much to win those. Over here, the Julii haven't poked us, although the Brutii kind of predictably have. Interesting, Vibius Julius is hanging up there by Mediolanum. If they can get busy with the ghouls, that would very much please me. And as for all of this, well, we'll get into that one in time as well. We also have a big siege here at Corinth. Athens. Athens is under siege, which probably means our army is best off. Well, are we best off heading this way? Oh, we don't want them to come up and attack us, actually. We don't win that. So what we'll do, we will come over here and we'll just hang out somewhere near them, see if they want to take us on. We can, of course, send some hoplites to come and resupply us. In fact, you go over to Corinth. That will be lovely. And Corinth, where are my troops? You, sir, head over to the army as well. So Athens has got itself an extra unit. We've got our men over here. We'll be fine. We can just let them hang around for the time being. Pontics haven't attacked us. Not quite sure where they are. There's another ship sunk. Those chaps are doing good work. There we go. There's Mithridates. If we're lucky, he'll die of old age. But for the time being, I guess we're going to have to hang around fine. And as for the rest of it, well, yeah, they relieved Sidon. They didn't bother sieging that one out. But there is a big army here, and that does tease me away from Tarsus, at least in the short term. So let's get a bit of merging. Obviously, that menu pops up again, because why wouldn't it? And it'll just leave some peasants behind for the moment. Should we come around this way? We want to push them in this direction, I suppose. So, attack him. He doesn't want to take battle. Okay. So now we're left Antioch a bit empty, but I don't need to worry about that too much, as long as we got the walls rebuilt. I assume we rebuilt the walls. We did indeed. So, Damascus. We, again, probably need to stay on the front foot. So, peasants staying there. We're going to wander over to this hill. They do want to take us on. Okay. So, we've got a few little battles in the pipework here. I think we need to go deal with all of these, and then we can try and figure out the slightly bigger deals in Ariminum and in Athens. Back to the Seleucid force then, and it is just a few hoplites and some Greek cav. We've got the archers. We can screen and defend all we need to, so this should be fairly simple work. Barely even a fight here. We're having a harder time with the rocks than we are with the militiamen. We've shot down one unit, and then the rest have just decided to run away. Hopefully we have a good chance to poke them in the rear, and hopefully they'll just break as they run. But as I say, the rocks are somewhat problematic in this particular... Nope! Get out of there! Yeah, so it turns out the rocks are worse than anything else. Nonetheless, oh, they got reinforcements. Apparently they have reinforcements here. We're about to charge into some spikes. I'm not sure if we are. Looks like we are. Yeah, looks like our Bedouins have just thrown themselves to their doom. Maybe they weren't withdrawing. Maybe they're just trying to gather up. No, they are withdrawing. I was right about that. Okay, let's just gather our men. Let's just get moving as much as possible. We'll try and get on top of who's still floating around. These guys over here, even if they don't actually fully withdraw, I think we'll largely be able to chop them down. Minimal losses, minimal-ish gains, but I suppose we'll take it on to Britannia. Out goes the great Om, and the Druids have called us into battle. And yeah, the Warband are just going to have to do the job. Should be simple enough, but you know, you can always have all sorts of issues. But no, on this occasion, he's very much dead almost immediately. So we'll just chop him down. It doesn't really make a difference. Still got to kill them all. That ended about as quickly as you probably thought it did. Indeed, it's all done. Over to Carthage. A close victory over in Carthage, where the Numidians ran away. So with that, straight over to the grand old theatre of Italy, I suppose. With all that little business taken care of, then it's time to deal with Ariminum. Now, I was going to take on this force, but seeing as we're besieging the town, we might as well just head in, I guess. We've got 5 rams, we've got some reinforcements. They've got 2 generals in here, a couple of Hastati, some Velites, and these guys, for Hastati, hopefully we can stop them from entering the city. I don't really fancy them defending it, but if we catch them outside, we should be absolutely fine. So let's head in. This is a big victory here if we can manage to pull this off. It's a bit of a strange old affair. I've got 3 rams just trying to smash down this entry point over here, and meanwhile the rest of the army is basically just running in to desperately intercept the reinforcements. You seem to be going for, yeah, that side gate. I suppose that makes sense. It's probably their best bet at getting in. You chaps over here, no, come and join the fun. We need you. And as for the hoplite, to be honest, we'd probably rather keep you to take on the general later, but for the time being, we just need to try and intercept this guy, particularly the general. If you can keep them, yeah, you should probably be able to get their attention very, very soon. Yeah, they're going to start splitting off. Okay, let's slow this down. Let's get our men into battle. General, just run off over there. See if you can tease the rest of them. So, you 3, you go deal with them. The rest of you just keep on running off in that direction. And we'll send some infantry charging on in. In fact, General, actually, no. I think once we've pulled into this guy, he will almost immediately flee. And we'll just hit him in the back with a cav. He's shaken. He's reloaded. I don't think he's going to quite have time to throw it. Well, he will if we just all run away. Okay, he's wavering. And kablamo. There we are. He's gone. Perfect. It's a good start. You guys all get in on this guy. You guys all get in onto this chappie over here. And hopefully we're not going to get javelin by these guys. They're just winded. They're kind of wandering around. We are sort of wandering into tower range. But I think we're okay. These guys are broken as well. Into the next unit. You guys into the next unit. General, run around and we'll hopefully catch them. You, sir, chase them into the city. I wouldn't mind having a free run at the city if they want to open it up for us. That's absolutely fine by me. These guys are... yeah, they're broken. Near enough broken. Can one of you just get on top of him? He's right there. Oh look, we have soldiers at the other gate. I forgot about that. These guys were supposed to be getting around the flank. I kind of forgot. Look at the swerve on those javelins. Look at them. That is absolutely ludicrous. And honestly, I don't know why that's happening on the remaster. It's a bit like in Three Kingdoms where things are just like, you know, destined to hit. Or you're destined to dodge things because, you know, you're in Testudo or whatever. It feels a little bit cheap, but too well. Alas, we seem to have killed most of these guys, which is good. And that does mean that we can then grab our rams. Yeah, we've got those rams over there, so we'll send someone to go and grab those. You, sir, run and grab our little ram over there. While all this nonsense going on, we're hopefully going to go take on some of these guys at the other gate over here. It's no real point of this battle, but as we war cry over here, we'll just get the peasants into those chaps. Seleucids seem to have got themselves stuck in a melee. They're going to get absolutely slaughtered. I feel like I like the idea of the Seleucian pirates more than actually do the reality. You'd like to think we could take out some velites with a warband and some peasants, but we're not going to, are we? No, we're not. Seleucians certainly aren't doing any good over there either. Did we manage to sneak through this gate, by the way? No, we didn't. That's a bit of a shame. These guys are going to go for one more heroic charge. I mean, they did a bit of damage with their charge, but they literally just instantly routed, didn't they? Peasants, go for a charge as well, and they also ran away. Okay, I think we're officially now just dealing with the other entry points. So, you, sir, yes, you can get yourself to the main gate there. Get yourself onto this bit of wall over here, and eventually make our way into the city. These guys... Hopefully we've exhausted them in nothing else. How are these guys doing, by the way? They're very tired. They're pretty fresh in spite of the battles. Oh well, we tried. Kind of hilariously, in this particular city, we can actually javelin these troops on the plaza from way behind this set of buildings that they can't actually get to. Quite much damage will do, I don't know, but it seems like fun, so we're going to do that. No. You're supposed to stay over here, my good sirs. Although they are going to send some men over here, then yes, we are going to want you to go and do a bit of work guarding our hoplites, because they are probably quite important. The rest of our hoplites are in a little V formation down here. Sadly, I don't think they've got any way of teasing them in, so we might have to deal with these guys right about now. So, velites. Oh, velites are just going to wander into melee combat. Okay, that's fine. They'll just die to hoplites. Works for me. This time it has started taking on our hoplites, and we are getting pushed back a bit, but we're not losing an awful lot of men. We mind the odd javelin coming in. If you don't kill our own men, please, chaps, that would be rather lovely. We get some reinforcements in this part of the world. And yeah, I'm not quite sure where their general is going. They're floating around over here, but they haven't walked into either of the hoplite traps just yet. Yeah, those guys have been cleared out. Get yourself back onto guard. We don't really want you going too far. Probably best though to start backing these guys up with a bit of infantry though. So yeah, get yourselves back here just in case we need some extra help. Accidentally, I sent my Illyrians have got a little bit impetuous and charged themselves forward. They've got themselves routing, which may not be ideal, but we have at least pulled the general in at this point, which is kind of what we were looking for. Are the Samnites here yet? They're floating around. Okay, well the general's now taking us on. Hopefully, we'll be able to hold. They're wavering. All the javelins in the world, please, into that general. As for all of this, these guys are starting to come around, but it's probably not quite quickly enough. There's another Roman general here. He hasn't taken any damage yet. Be a little bit careful about that. Now, he has started to punch through. Sam Knights, you need to get forward. Just get on top of that. Are they all the way over there still? I don't know. Just start getting on top of that general. Get on top of that general, because apparently he's killed us, and this unit never even engaged. How strange. Weirdly, this unit is now engaging in the opposite direction. Don't know how it managed to do that, but now they've decided to flee, which is not ideal. So, let's turn it around to this side of the battlefield, see what we can do over here. Okay, unfortunately, it's a bit of a mess over this side as well, because they've attacked us just as we were reforming. But the hoplites seem to have largely caught them. It's just the rest of them haven't... Well, they decided to rout before they even arrived, which is a little bit strange. Okay, just get on top of them. You guys over there. It's really hard to tell which unit I got selected on this particular game. I am finding that a little bit irritating. Right, who have I got over here? I've got Sam Knights are completely murdered. Okay, we've barely done any damage over here whatsoever. Just get everything we've got just to at least hold in position. Right. These generals are an absolute nightmare, and our army's been absolutely massacred here, which is not what we wanted. There isn't actually a lot left. I mean, the bar says we're going to win, but these generals just won't go down. There we go, one of the generals routing. That one's finally in a big pile. The naked fanatics have toppled that man over, and at last, we've managed to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, at this point, we're just going to be lining up on the end of the plaza. This guy is also going down. Is he dead? Not quite. Okay. He's galloping onwards. We accidentally ran on the plaza because we're useless at walking in any sensible way, which now means we're going to rout, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to ruin everything right at the end. Yeah, we're routing. Just stop, please. Just stop. Any units who aren't routing yet, please just turn around. Please just follow the instruction. This general is doing his job at this end of the battlefield. That might at least confuse them a little bit. Right, you guys, line yourself over there. These guys are doing something over here. We should have some javelins, if nothing else, that can do some good fun. Okay. Into the general. Into the general. General, you get out of there. And these guys are just going to try and close the trap. My general's fleeing. Their general's fleeing. We're all fleeing. Everyone's fleeing. This whole battle's a mess. Both sides are endlessly routing, except they have a plaza and we don't. So... as much as that bar is hugely in our favour, I still don't believe it. I don't believe it. Have we got this general yet? There, officially victory is ours, and I'm not going to accept it, I'm afraid. We'll do this the proper way on this dear occasion. We pretty much sealed the deal. Everyone's routing. We've got no army to progress with this particular invasion, but hopefully the money means we can retrain enough of... well, we haven't really got anything to retrain, have we? No, we really don't. You guys pull out of that. You guys get into there. And at this point, we'll just poke them to death as much as possible. Apparently, I have 905 men remaining. It felt like I had about the 15 hoplites left on the plaza, but we have victory. Apparently, it's clear. Blessed be the gods, Araminum is finally ours, and the extermination at least gives us a tiny pool of money. Honestly, I thought I'd have more than that. We can only retrain 42 Peltasts and 2 militia hoplites. Oh no. Okay, we can retrain those guys as well, but seriously, that is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Right, well, we might well be relying on Carthage more than we initially thought. On the plus side, Carthage, yeah, has at least got no Numidian attackers anymore. These guys might decide to attack. I should probably make sure I have a few more javelins, actually, should that take place, because javelins do generally do a decent job against elephants, though I don't know. Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? I think we'll have to leave it for there, because just the sheer pain of that battle and the fact that I've done pretty much everything here today twice. It's not gone exactly the same as it did my original corrupt broken recording, but enough for me to truly feel the pain deep inside. So I will leave it here today. It's been a very positive day, in fairness. We have we pretty much mopped up the Britons. We're in a good position there. We have taken part of northern Italy. How much we can build from that, I don't know. I think we're going to have to use the Carthaginian army sooner than expected. I do have a new fleet that's appeared over here, though. The army in Greece are a little bit tied down. The army at Pergamum, I don't even know where Mithridates is anymore. It's probably around here somewhere. There we are. Keep an eye on that little chap. We'll stand on top of the, well, whatever that resource is for the time being. And here, hopefully, in time, we'll start to get all of our troops together at Tonzantium, because I wouldn't mind taking out Pontus as well if I can launch a counter-attack. But anyway, things have been generally positive today, but certainly I need to go and have a sleep. So I will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. As I say, apologies for the being a day late here. There will be a games guide, an extra special games guide on Friday. I missed one last week. I've been working on a bit of a longer one. So I was hoping it'd be out a little bit earlier, but alas, sometimes they just need a bit more putting together, but hopefully it will be worth it. I will leave you for now. I'm Thomas, this is Tenacious Human, and this has been our Rebels campaign on Rome Remastered. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Go, my puppies, go! Hunt down the German dogs.
My chariots are complete lunatics! Stop charging into the spears! Stop charging into the spears! Why do these guys not break? Everyone else has fled! Go home! Go home! What is happening at the chariots?